Welcome, football fans. Today we're exploring the biggest football stadiums in the 2025 to 26 Scottish League One, ranked strictly by capacity. We've got history, heart, and numbers that pop. Let's kick off with number 1. 10. Methil, Bayview Stadium. Finally, Bayview Stadium in Methil, home to East Fife FC, opened in 1998 as a modern replacement for Old Bayview Park. All 1,980 fans sit in one full-length stand beside the pitch, with space reserved for future growth. In 2017, the club installed a 3G artificial pitch, modernizing their game surface. It briefly expanded to 4,700 capacity with temporary stands for a 2013 match against Rangers. It sits by the River Forth, once shaded by Methil Power Station, offering a maritime backdrop to match days. In March 2023, it gained a naming partnership with MGM Timber. 9. Kelty, New Central Park. Perched in the small village of Kelty, Fife, New Central Park is home to ambitious Kelty Hearts FC. Rebuilt in 2015, it holds 2,181 fans, with 353 seats and 2 covered enclosures. Though smaller data from Transfermarkt suggests a 3,000 total capacity, including standing room, the official club and Soccer Wiki list 2,181 spectators. The artificial pitch and covered stands power key ambitions. Kelty also runs a vibrant social club, open on game days and weekends, building strong community ties. From junior status in the 1970s to SPFL climbers, Kelty Hearts have used this stadium as a springboard, often filling stands to capacity during big matches. 8. Cove Bay, Balmoral Stadium. In July 2018, Cove Rangers left their old Allen Park and opened Balmoral Stadium in Cove Bay, Aberdeen, with a capacity of 2,602 and about 370 seats. The shift was part of their rise into the SPFL. A 4G artificial pitch matches the dimensions of Scotland's national stadium, Hampden Park. The ground's record attendance was 1,955 in May 2019. Cove's main stand holds offices and hospitality. Opposite are smaller prefabs for fans. Since 2021, Aberdeen FC Women has also called this place home. Unique perks include community access for nearby school sports and a friendly, unsegregated fan atmosphere. Balmoral is compact, clever, and full of ambition. 7. Alo Recreation Park. Steeped in tradition, Recreation Park in Alo has been hosting football since 1895. With space for 3,100 people, including 919 seats, it's modest but meaningful. Long before floodlights and artificial grass, crowds reached 15,467 fans for a 1955 Scottish Cup showdown with Celtic. In the 1920s, a wooden stand was built. By 1950, terraces sheltered fans. Floodlights came in 1979, and a new main stand was built in 1991 for £350,000. Synthetic turf was installed in 2007 and later upgraded to top-tier MX Trimension 3G in 2016. Now nicknamed the Indodrill Stadium, it's home not just to Alo Athletic, but also hosts Broomhill. 6. Peterhead, Balmore Stadium. Nestled in the northeast corner of Scotland, Balmore Stadium opened in 1997 to replace the old Recreation Park. It seats around 3,150 fans, including roughly 1,000 seats under cover. Its modern layout, 2 nearly identical covered stands on either side, with open ends, gives it clean symmetry. The move to Balmore directly fueled Peterhead FC's 2000 election into the Scottish Football League. Despite its modest size, Balmore has seen major moments, like a record 4,855 crowd for a 2013 match against Rangers. It sits a full 32 miles from the nearest railway station, the furthest of any senior ground in Great Britain. 5. Ochilview Park. Welcome to Ochilview Park, a stadium with more history than concrete. Tucked away in the small town of Stenhousemuir, Falkirk, this ground has been home to Stenhousemuir FC since the late 19th century. It's one of Scotland's oldest surviving football stadiums. Though the official capacity stands at 3,746, only one stand, the Norway stand, is seated. The rest? A mixture of terraces and open standing, giving it that proper old-school feel. The stadium once had a running track around the pitch, which has since been removed. Over the years, Ochilview has been shared by other clubs like East Stirlingshire and even Queen's Park when their own grounds were unavailable. 4. Lynx Park. Just a short stroll from the North Sea, Lynx Park in Montrose is a gritty gem of the East Coast. Built in 1887, it's home to Montrose FC, who have called it theirs for well over a century. With a capacity of 4,936, it's got a compact, intimate setup, one covered seated stand and terraces that stretch tight around the pitch. The stadium went through major upgrades in the late 1990s and again in the 2000s, including the installation of an artificial pitch. The synthetic surface, while controversial for some purists, allows the club to generate income year-round through training and community events. 3. Caledonian Stadium. Now this one feels much more modern. The Caledonian Stadium, sitting on the banks of the Moray Firth, is home to Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Built in 1996 after the club was formed through the merger of two Highland League sides, the stadium was designed to bring top-tier football to the Highlands, and it did just that. By the mid-2000s, ICT was in the Scottish Premiership, regularly hosting the likes of Celtic and Rangers in this 7,512-capacity ground. It has 3 all-seated stands, with the fourth side open to the stunning Highland landscape. It's one of the most scenic backdrops in Scottish football. 2. Broadwood Stadium. Here's a twist. Hamilton Academical now play their games at Broadwood Stadium, which isn't even in Hamilton. Located in Cumbernauld, Broadwood was originally the home of Clyde FC. But in 2024, with Clyde moving to Crown Point and Accies needing a temporary home, a deal was struck. The stadium, built in 1994, has a capacity of 8,086. It's a classic 90s design, 3 stands, one side left bare due to cost. But what it lacks in charm, it makes up for in practicality. The facilities are modern, the pitch is excellent, and the views are unobstructed from nearly every seat. 1. Palmerston Park. Built in 1919, this is one of the oldest and grandest stadiums in the lower leagues. Its capacity of 8,690 makes it the biggest ground in League One for 2025-26. What sets Palmerston apart is its size and history. The main stand, with its old wooden seats and classic roofline, is pure football nostalgia. The Portland Drive Terrace can house over 3,000 fans on a good day, making it one of the largest remaining terrace sections in Scottish football. Queen of the South have had their moments. A Scottish Cup final appearance in 2008, European qualifiers, and cup upsets galore. And all of it happened right here, in front of the passionate Dunhamers. And there you have the biggest League One grounds in Scotland for 2025-26. Each has its own story, some century deep, others built for the climb. If you love this, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which ground is your favorite.